Hello, dear students. I am Dr. Govind Sarswat, and I welcome you in this next lecture on Thomas Gray's Elegy written in a country churchyard. In the next quatrain, that starts with perhaps in this neglected spot is laid some heart once pregnant with celestial fire. Thomas Gray is here talking about the fate of these poor forefathers and the kind of potential they might had, because if someone could not perform something, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have that kind of potential. It may be possible that he might not have got that opportunity to prove his worth. I'm here reminded here of a line by John Milton when uh, in his sonnet on his blindness he wrote a line that they also serve who stand and wait. There are people who execute the orders or the commands of God, but there are some other people who are waiting for their turn, that one day, uh, with the inspiration of God, they will do something, and till then they keep waiting. And if they wait and don't do anything, it doesn't mean that they are not the devotees of God. So same is the case here with these poor forefathers of this village. They are worthy, they are full of enthusiasm, they are workaholic, but since they did not get any uh, opportunity, they could not prove their worth. That is why he says, perhaps in this neglected spot is laid some heart once pregnant with celestial fire. He says that in this neglected spot means the grave which is in front of us, it may be possible that there lies a person whose heart is uh, pregnant, means full of celestial fire. Celestial fire here means divine inspiration. Then he says, hands that rode the empire might have swayed. It may be possible that there lies a person who is capable of ruling a big empire. Road of empire might have swayed. With the swaying of that road, he may rule that whole empire, or wake to ecstasy the living liar. So here he is suggesting that some of them may be a great musician who could made it vibrate with ecstasy song. So the word here, the word living here repeats the notion of ecstasy and is used in an anticipatory way. But he says, but knowledge to their eyes her ample page, rich with the spoils of time, did never unroll. Here, Thomas Gray has personified knowledge with the capital K for this word, and he says that it is their misfortune that they remained illiterate. They did not get any opportunity to read and to learn something new and valuable in their life. They did not get any chance to be benefited with the experience of of other people which they have written in the form of books. Or it may be possible that Gray here is suggesting that they were not given the chance to get the necessary education in their life. Till penury repressed their noble race. Penury means poverty. They might have a an ardor, a fervor, kind of enthusiasm in their heart. But since they were poor, they could not use or utilize that enthusiasm. Poverty repressed means dabba diya. So chill, why chill? Because it is insensitive towards uh, their their heartfelt desires and froze the genial current of the soul. Genial means natural. Natural current of the soul means यहाँ पे हो सकता है कि that creative or generative power that they might have in their heart, but the poverty has frozen that naturally creative uh, urge of these people. So he is, in a way, trying to suggest, Thomas Gray here is trying to suggest that we should not think that these people who are engraved here, they are obscure and they are poor and they did nothing in their life. Yes, this is the one side of the coin, but the other side can be like this. Full many a gem of purest ray serene, the dark unfathomed caves of ocean bear. होता है ऐसा। मोती जो होते हैं और जो बहुत ही कीमती जो रत्न होते हैं वो कहाँ होते हैं? समुद्र की गहराइयों में होते हैं, ऊपर सरफेस पे नहीं मिलते हैं आपको। सो इट मे बी पॉसिबल, therefore, it may be possible that the people who are engraved here, some of them remained unknown like those gems in the depth of the ocean. They had that kind of worth, they had that kind of potential to do something and change the whole world with their deeds. Some may sing the tunes of the heart, and the people of the world might have danced to the tune of his music. Some of them may be capable of ruling a whole empire, big empire. So it means that they were bereft of any chance or opportunity. That is why they remained unknown, poor, and they died in died in an obscure way. But we should not devalue their potential. It is just a matter of opportunity. If that is given, they could have proved their worth. Full many a gem of purest serene, the dark, unfathomed caves of ocean bear. There are many unfathomed caves in the ocean. They are dark, very deep, but these caves, they they possess or they have the purest gems that exist on this earth, but they are unknown to the common sight of common people. Full many a flower is born to blush unseen. There is a lot of beauty in the lap of nature. So beautiful flowers they bloom and then they because they are in the deep forest, people cannot reach there, but doesn't mean that the flowers are not there. They are there, they bloom and they scatter their scent around, and they are very beautiful when you look at them. But since you cannot go there and cannot have that kind of you can say outlook that it may be possible that there is a beautiful flower in this deep forest, then it doesn't mean that the flower doesn't exist. It is there. It is your inability to have that access. So, full many a flower is born to blush unseen. They die uh, unseen and waste its sweetness on the desert air. Their sweet smell or scent is wasted. But, sorry, but if any human being cannot go there and if the human beings fail uh, to witness the beauty of these beautiful flowers, is it the fault of the flower that it remained invisible? It was visible, but people failed to see its beauty. So, such is the case with these poor forefathers. It is the misfortune of these poor people that they are like the gems in the deep, dark caves of the ocean. They are like the flowers who uh, who waste their sweetness on the desert air. Then in the next quatrain, he talks about some famous people. He says that some of them may have the same kind of zeal, enthusiasm, and potential as these people had, like some village Hampton. It is an allusion for John Hampden, who refused to pay the ship money which King Charles first demanded without the authority of Parliament. He says that some of the people who are engraved here, they may have the same kind of uh, can say same kind of zeal, courage to stood in front of the tyrant like Charles First. There may be some mute inglorious Milton here may have rest. It may be possible that a who person is resting here who has as great a skill as John Milton had. But Milton was glorious because he could execute or he could express his power of writing. But since these people they were not literate enough to write anything, that is why they remain inglorious. And some Cromwell, guiltless of his country's blood. Oliver Cromwell, who killed Charles First and established the rule of Commonwealth. So he says that Cromwell was guilty of shedding the blood of his countrymen, but here a person may be engraved who will be guiltless of shedding the blood of his country people. Thank you for listening me carefully.